Hello and welcome to Off the Shelf with Phil and Dave, a movie talk show where each week one of us takes a movie off our shelf, presents it to the other, and discusses it at length. This week we've got coming off of Dave's shelf, 1991's Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, directed by Kevin Reynolds, starring Kevin Costner, Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio.
Very good.
Yeah,
I thought you were going to struggle with that.
No. She's great. Scarface, The Abyss.
The Abyss, that's...
Limbo.
Yeah. She was with Ed Harris.
That's right.
There's your connective tissue that you...
Color of Money with Tom Cruise. She's a wonderful actor. And we've got the late, great Alan Rickman. Also, Michael Wincott, who doesn't get enough credit as far as I'm concerned.
Not nearly enough. Who's that again?
He's his cousin. Great voice.
Kind of looks like Guy Pearce, actually. A little bit. Just a little bit.
Sure. Kevin Reynolds directed The Count of Monte Cristo a few years after this movie, and Guy Pearce is in that movie, just for the record.
You're welcome.
And Jim Caviezel.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Here we are, David. It's another week. I have to ask you, I must, it's contractually obligated, why this movie? Why now?
I'm fine.
I don't care.
It's mostly because you brought off Kevin Costner, Field of Dreams, recently, and I felt it was my turn to bring Kevin a few weeks later, and this was a household favorite.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
Yeah, it was one of the top hits in my home, the multi-rental, where it comes home every few months, what have you. I don't know the exact numbers on it, but it's up there with Die Hard, Back to the Future.
Wow, that esteem.
I feel like it was.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I mean, I didn't have the toys, so it obviously didn't impact us that much. But 91, I mean, that's just a great year for me. Things were really happening. I was coming into my own.
Sure, teenager.
Yeah, puberty, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this was really an outlet for me, this movie, to really run away to the forest.
Yeah, I wondered if because of your country background.
I think it was filmed, actually.
I wondered if this looked anything like your backyard. Did you come anywhere near the Sherwood Forest?
On some days, yeah. If you didn't trim it.
That's right. That's right. Well, I think of like blank empty fields, and then I thought, well, maybe you've got a big forest behind you. Who's to say? I
am to say. There was not a forest directly behind me. There was a field.
Okay.
Corn, possibly, I imagine.
Sure. Field of Dreams even might have been.
But I could see forests like not far off into distance.
We had forests near where I grew up, and we spent a lot of time playing in there. So,
did you play like Robin Hood? Like,
I don't know that specifically. I remember playing a lot of A-Team, probably a lot of guns back in those
no arrows?
early days. No arrows. No.
Okay.
A lot of guns. A lot of I got you. No, you didn't. Okay, then.
The honor system.
Yep. Till laser tag. Then there was you could prove it.
Speaking of honor, it is that to be here. I don't use that term often, or lightly, and I don't have any. But it is that to be here with you and your wonderful new couch. It's very nice. I like the color.
Wonderful. I'm happy.
It's not too blue, but it's blue enough.
I think that's what we're looking for.
That's right the sweet spot, my friend.
Yeah.
I want to throw it back to you, if I may. What is your history with the movie? It's easy to say that you've seen it, but I want to know, did Phil, at the age of, 12, go to the theaters for this one?
No. I don't remember seeing it in the theater. It's possible, but I don't have any memory of it. I would suggest at that very young age, it was more video rental and the box.
I was going to say, this is probably on your precious black box.
Yeah,
so you city
100%. 100%. But I didn't really start. I don't have a lot of memory of going to movies like often until a few years later.
Yeah, I may have, but the movies came out to our theater a little later.
Sure.
So I think in 91 we were getting Star Wars, which was not called A New Hope at that point. But actually by then it might have been
the original 77 version.
It might have been A New Hope by the time it got to us. They were able to tack that on. But okay.
Yeah, it's a movie that I did not see in the theater. However, I loved this movie when I was younger. It was a similar to what you're saying. Real crowd favorite. Family really liked it. We bought it. We owned a lot of VHS. Back in the day, as you can imagine, we're a family of physical media consumers.
I assumed you guys had beta as well, but
they did, but not before I was born. So
they did.
The folks. But yeah, so it was a movie I loved. I remember really just enjoying it. I remember I didn't own the toys, but I remember the commercials very well, and I remember that the music video was on Much Music all the time. The Bryan Adams Everything I do, I
Canadian.
do it for you.
Let's be
Canadian,
clear, he's
sure,
Canadian.
absolutely.
Still is.
Still, he doesn't love that. I don't think.
No,
He lives in England. He's got issues with CanCon, and
he's always been a little bit reckless.
yeah, that's right. Ever since the fateful summer of '69. That being said, I haven't seen this movie in at least 20 years.
That was actually my next question.
Yeah.
When was the last time you would have saw it? Because like yourself, I would say that it's probably been minimum over a decade.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
maybe 20 years. It's been a very long time. I think my brother owned the DVD.
It's got the flap.
The flap.
It's got
Well,
the
this
flap.
was the extended
Two
version.
flaps. Yeah, two flaps.
So it's like
two
a
long
digibooks.
flaps. All right. Well, la-di-da.
But I never owned this movie, I don't think. I don't have any memory of ever owning this movie.
Well, I would maybe recommend it if it's, I don't know, maybe there's an upgrade out there, Philip.
Certainly from nothing, there's an upgrade to what I to what I don't have. To having it, I think
we can get you at least the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a 4K copy of it yet.
Nor I.
Which I'm surprised, but as we'll get into the movie, there's a couple of scenes that 4K might not be too friendly to this movie, but we'll get to that as it comes. Morgan Creek,
Iconic.
Ace Ventura is a memory with that because I've watched it so many times.
Totally.
Correct me if I'm wrong. This intro music is connected to something else. Which came first, or am I wrong?
This was a Morgan Creek movie with a Michael Kamen score.
Okay,
that is one of the most fantastic music scores. And Morgan Creek just went, yoink, I'll take that, and we'll use it as our title theme.
Can't blame him.
No, it's
Can't blame him.
A perfect piece of music.
Yeah,
so
it's amazing, and that's one thing this movie is well known for, is its soundtrack, and it's right away. It's like, oh God, I love this movie.
It gives you.
I think I love this movie.
It gets you pumped right away, and it
does.
gives you this real like soundscape. It's almost like an overture because it's not visuals. There's just like tapestries and other things. So you're locked into what the score is.
Yeah.
And from the opening note throughout, it's just captivating and invigorating and exciting. Like it's an incredible piece of music.
It does as much as it can with tapestry.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And this might be our first tapestry intro.
Yeah. Certainly, considering it's tapestry.
What did I say? Tapestry?
Tapestry a couple of times.
Come on.
Well, that one's like notably wrong. I have to correct that one. Tapestry doesn't make
I want to
sense.
get my incorrect word out early on in the episode.
That's
so,
right. Little Easter eggs for the audience.
1194 AD.
Yeah.
That's where we are.
Hell of a year. Where were you?
I was not in a gulag, but appears that Robin was, and his good friend.
Azim? I'm not going to give you the whole name. I don't remember.
No, his actual friend in there with him. Peter.
Pete.
Yeah. Yeah, I was giving it to you while I thought of the name. And luckily it came to me and not to
Fortunately.
you. Someone stole some bread.
Yeah.
That's what brings us here to this gulag or gulag. Have you ever stolen bread? I think we need to get that out of the way.
No, but I did steal chocolate bars.
Yeah, we know about that.
Bubblegum, actually, not chocolate bars. Bubblegum.
Yeah.
I admit it.
And you would steal little toy parts.
Oh,
that you needed.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Junkyard Dog's chain, Roddy Piper's kilt. Absolutely.
What do you think about the way they deal with crime back then? You want to bring it back, or a little harsh?
Well, now that my law-breaking days are over, I think no problem.
Bring it back.
Go ahead. Yeah. Chopping off a limb is a little extreme.
Maybe half a finger.
Yeah, fingers. Hey, you can get around.
But it just reminds you how brutal things were probably back in the 1200s.
Sure, absolutely.
Dark Ages, maybe. I don't know. My history is a little bit, not great.
Well, it definitely was dark. The movie and the caverns was definitely dark. We get a nice little action scene to kind of kick off the movie.
Yeah. You don't really know how he gets out of this little predicament. It kind of happens kind of fast.
Yeah, the geography of the movie, at least in these kinds of scenes, they don't really hold up.
I was going to ask you because at the beginning, once they just get out, I'm thinking, did they give all the money to Bryan Adams and couldn't afford a really good set? Because it was very like, this is a set.
Sure.
And I didn't remember that as a kid. I'm thinking that this is like really looks good for 91.
Sure.
But I could tell it was kind of built.
Yeah, there's a couple of scenes for sure that look.
I was out. This is no good.
Spoiler alert.
But yeah, no, it quickly passed.
Yeah,
Noticeable.
It's an interesting thing. Right off the bat, I'll say, generally speaking, this movie is a letdown.
Well, you're going to say that now.
I'm coming out.
You're coming out. That's not a hot take. Just a regular take.
It's a regular take, and it's not that the movie is bad. It's just that I maybe remembered it being something else, or more specifically, I watched the extended cut.
Ooh, don't do that.
I think that I think it's got some pacing problems.
How long is the extended cut for those who don't know, including myself?
There's 23 extra minutes.
Okay, I believe you.
That's fine. So scenes like this, I was like, it's a lifeless action scene with geography that's a little bit messed up. Now, this is different. I'm watching this movie more as a 40-year-old man as opposed to a 12-year-old boy.
You're not 40.
So,
but yeah, I agree.
So those things maybe didn't factor in. Or the stuff that I thought was really great when I was young was enough to kind of cover some of the stuff I didn't think that was that great. But I thought in watching this time, it was a little less great than I remembered. But in starting with this kind of early scene, I was sort of that, just as we described, I've wondered why there was such flash and he was all of a sudden escaped and everybody's free and they're just going, it just felt like, where's the tension?
It was tension free.
Yeah. Other than losing the arm. And I have a question for you. You've been on the record for forgiving some pretty terrible accent work over the years.
Yeah, I guess I have.
Where do you think
Devil's Own? Yes, I was there.
Do you think that it's better or worse that Costner more or less keeps his regular accent? More or less, because he does not sometimes.
He can come across as, I need to be good looking to be accepted in this role.
Sure.
Because he just talks too normal.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's like pretty flat.
Casual. Flat.
Yeah, a little too casual for this role.
Sure.
But I'm happy that he didn't really make an attempt.
Every once in a while, you'll see it or you'll hear it.
Oh, really?
It's sort of questionable. Yeah, when he says, "Did you give yourself this name?" When he is finding out that Azim's name is the great one.
Yeah, that's funny though.
It's a funny line, but it's also like that's like the first time in the movie
Yeah.
when he sits down. His first line in the movie is pretty close to being, "This is English courage." When he puts his hand on the
American English courage.
Yeah, I was sort of thinking like, what a funny choice to have as his first line delivered in such an American accent. Now, I don't typically care about things like this because similar to a movie like Hunt for Red October, which we watched.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get a little Russian in there,
but they did it in a way
totally.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't care that Russian, Soviet, Lithuanian commander is actually Scottish Sean Connery. That doesn't bother me enough to take me out of the movie. I just thought this one at the time was such a bit of a buzz, and it made me remember Robin Hood Men in Tights, if you recall that movie.
I haven't seen it.
Spoof. And I just remember the trailer in particular. I've seen the movie, but I remember the trailer in particular where someone looks up and says, "Well, why should we trust you?" And Cary Elwes says, because unlike other Robin Hoods, I speak in an English accent. So it was
a dig.
It was a thing in the air that he was not sort of the proper Englishman.
No, I'm okay with that. I mean, I do have a soft spot for Kevy.
Sure. Wow, we've done some great films of his.
Yeah, one.
We did Untouchables. Thank
Two.
you very much.
You
Field of
didn't let me
Dreams.
finish. I was just counting on my fingers. All right.
Yeah, when he's great, I think he's great, and I think he's good in this.
Yeah, he does have presence.
Yeah,
like on-screen presence. Let's move away a little bit, if you could, from Kevin for a moment, and let's fast forward, if you're okay with this.
Of course.
4 months. 4 months.
Yes. He's
later.
escaped with Azim.
Can't shake him.
Nope.
You can't shake him.
You wish you could. But
Well,
no.
he owes a life debt.
Yep.
Yeah, we've seen this before in a movie, I assume. You don't know which one. But he hired the guys to kind of like kill him, basically, or at least deter him from keeping with them, and that fails. And then they're buddies.
Basically, yes. I wondered that scene, why it's so quick. These things happen. It's like they turn on him and they're dispatched so quickly that there's no drama, there's no tension.
I remember this being a little bit more impactful when I was young.
And like here, I thought there was a moment, and there isn't, and now they're buddies without any real reason for it, other than I'm your servant, like I'm your
He's
guy.
like, I tried. Well,
Yeah, that's what he says. He's like, well, I had to try.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, okay.
Uh-huh.
He's doing snow angels in the water. Costner, to me, who's an actor I really like, as we've talked about, is really a weak link in this movie.
Now, that's not just a regular take.
No.
That's at least warm.
And there's a couple of these early scenes where I'm just like, I'm not feeling it with this guy. Later, I think he kind of grows into it. But these early scenes, I'm just like, I don't know this guy as this character.
I think I'm forced to agree with you.
And he's supposed to play younger, I think. He's like
I mean, he's only 32 in this, I believe.
I don't know. There's something that's sort of off from his performance, I found.
Yeah, again, I do agree with you to a certain degree. I want to hear your thoughts. In the meantime, this may have already happened. His dad, he's writing a letter wondering about where his son is, if you recall. He's doing a bit of a voiceover, if you recall. He's having inner thought.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the king?
Yeah.
It's the king.
Well, it's his king, I guess, yeah. Not King Richard, though.
No.
Later. He's off.
But when I'm listening to him do his little inner thought voiceover.
He's writing, so it's a narration of it.
Narration. Sorry. Thank you, Philip. It sounds like you're calling movie phone.
A little bit. That voice is very much like, let me look at this.
Why don't you just tell me what's going on with my son? It's just so
That's
funny.
right. I like the visual of this scene.
Okay. Good.
Like coming out, being lured out. I like the betrayal.
Oh, you like betrayal, eh?
Just in general, this era, this is like how that goes. One of the things I liked about a show like a TV show, like the Game of Thrones or whatnot, is that
I haven't seen it.
The betrayal and the behind the kind of inner workings of these families and how they're trying to all struggling for power and scrambling for different ways in or out.
A lot of that going on.
Yeah, and it's a great show for the first few years, and this I liked. So luring him in, coming out to the row of enemies, and introduction of Mr. Rickman.
Alan
Rickman as the sheriff.
Yeah.
Pulling down the mask, which I remember vividly from the trailer. And the king just rides in on his horse basically to get mauled. It's really a poor strategy.
Like kamikaze.
Yeah.
I feel that Rickman, not him himself, because he's reading the script, he's doing his job,
Certainly.
and he does it well, as we know. Stole a line from Darth Vader. Same line. Join us or die. Says it to Luke, I believe.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't say that to my son.
I wouldn't say he said die, though. Did he really say
Join
die?
us or die. Something like that. I'll look into it. Empire Strikes Back, I believe, just before he cuts off his hand. Kind of dark ages in the Empire Strikes Back.
Sure,
actually.
a long time ago.
The second time I watched this movie, though, I made sure to make eye contact with Duncan. Because we're not going to see those eyes.
No, you want
for
to
the
take
rest of
them
the
in while
movie.
you can.
Yeah, I do.
Absolutely.
It's only a moment where you can really I paused it.
Yeah.
Let me look at your eyes.
Gazed
Duncan.
for a moment.
Yeah. Poor guy.
Yeah, the king is basically overrun, and Duncan, we assume, survives.
Well, I didn't assume that the first time I watched it when I was a young lad.
That's true.
I assumed he perished, actually. I was pleasantly surprised when he came up a little while later.
He wishes he were dead.
Yeah, I bet yes. He's a funny character.
We get Michael Wincott, who you don't have any recollection of.
Should I?
I mean, I love this guy's voice. I've always loved his voice, most specifically from this movie at first, but he was in The Crow a couple years later. He was in Alien Resurrection. More recently, he was in a movie called Nope. Jordan Peele movie. He played a cinematographer. He was fantastic in that. He's just got a great voice. I really love him. He was also in a movie called Strange Days, which you may or may not remember.
It's coming off the shelf early next year.
Yeah,
early next year.
Yeah.
It might kick things off 2026.
So, but yeah. Anyway, a great actor. I really like him, and he's in this chasing after a young boy, Wolf. They call him.
He's a deer killer.
Sure, as he should be.
As most people should be.
I
hate deer.
This is the old days.
Yeah.
They eat.
You gotta eat.
What I don't really understand, again, as a kid, I just liked this character a lot. But in watching it this time, he sucks. Not the actor, the character.
He
doesn't succeed one time.
No,
he fails on every mission he ever goes out on. All of his men die with ease.
Yeah,
there's never a threat.
He's the cousin, though. He got the job because he's the cousin.
I guess he knows a guy.
Yeah.
When I think about this movie, when I think about remembering what happened, I remember Michael Wincott and like this cool character and this.
Yeah, he's like the Roscoe.
He's nothing in this. It's crazy to me that how inferior his character is.
Yeah, he looks evil, and his demeanor is.
He's got the voice. And all that. He's great. And I kind of enjoyed the Azim's part of this where
he's got to pray.
Yeah, so he's got to pray.
Yeah. Denise checks out, by the way, just so you know. That's correct.
That's very good, very good. And we have a moment where Costner, Loxley, Robin is like, hey, you said you were going to save my life. And he says, I'll do it when I'm ready. It kind of defeats the purpose a little bit. And here you are alive, so obviously he's fine. But anyway.
It's trying to be funny.
It is funny.
It is funny.
Do you think, here's a good question, does this movie's reliance on comedy help or hinder the movie, in your opinion?
I would say it balances the sheets.
Okay.
Whatever that means.
Someone who's married to an accountant.
I know. I don't think it hurts. I don't know how much it helps, but I certainly don't mind that it's there. And I have a bit of a giggle or a chuckle, but
yeah, I think my issue is that it's not funny.
It's not
like the things that it wants to be funny. Like a line like, "Did you give yourself this name?" That's funny.
That's probably the funniest
line. But that's
line.
maybe the funniest line in the whole movie. And yet there's 3 or 4 other times where they'll have a little witticism or whatever else, and it falls flat to me. And at certain times, the tone then gets a little bit off, as far as I'm concerned.
Comedy didn't age well in this movie.
Yeah,
it's funny, though, when you bring it up, we both really enjoyed it younger. I think part of it is you remember the parts you like, and then you don't remember the other parts, because it's obviously I'm sort of already waiting for later.
Yeah,
in the
you're
movie.
always rushing.
Yeah.
You're always racing for that thing.
Can't live in the now.
No.
I got a real problem with that. What I don't have a problem with is with witches.
No, you're a witch guy.
Yeah, I think they're just misunderstood. I enjoy Shannon Doherty in Charmed.
I enjoy Rose McGowan, and
you're definitely a Rose McGowan guy.
Yeah, 100%, absolutely. When in '96 or '5, whenever watching Scream, this was the greatest. This is the peak.
Not my type. I actually didn't watch Charmed, just so you know, and I actually do have a problem with witches. Okay.
Oh. Well, Charmed also stars Holly Marie Combs, who you may remember from the poker game in Ocean's 11.
Oh yes, visually, her face. We
talked about that one. Alyssa Milano as well in that
show. You may have my brother had many a poster of Alyssa Milano. He's 3 years older than me, so we're talking, for him prime time. But I
partook.
Yeah, I watched the Poison Ivy or whatever.
Poison
it was.
Ivy 2.
Yeah, was it 2? Okay.
Yeah. Poison Ivy 1's Drew Barrymore.
Yes, that's right. Edgy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's back to the witch. Are you okay that she's a bit of a predictor of the future? Is that?
I think that's the world they're living in this era.
Is that a witch thing, though? I guess.
Well, I think if you can foresee the future, you'd be considered a witch, whether you are actually a witch or not.
The egg and the blood, did that kind of gross you out?
No. The spit later. That's what grosses.
She's a horker.
She's a horker.
She's a horker.
I got no.
I don't like horkers.
That. No.
People walking down the street and
no. It's
come
disgusting.
On. Yeah, do that at privacy of your own home, please, people.
At best.
Or not at all.
Yeah.
But we'll get more of her a little bit later, because she's going to have some big scenes.
Yeah, she ends up becoming a pretty strong focal point of the turning point of this movie, the plot.
Yeah, problematic.
Dad's dead.
Dad is dead.
I like movies with daddy issues.
Yeah.
This is unresolved.
It is.
Right? Costner, once again, doesn't have his relationship with his father where he left it.
That's true.
Doesn't know how to reconcile the two.
Very similar to Fod.
That's right. Doesn't believe that he was a devil worshiper.
No.
Check the tape. It's there.
Questionable at best.
But he's coming back and he sees that he's obviously... I say obviously because the shot doesn't really do a lot of...
This movie keeps it pretty clean.
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff off screen. I know you would.
I would like to see a little more of the gross.
I know, you're sick. But he wonders why Duncan didn't cut him down.
Yes. Why have you left him here?
I think he's got a pretty valid excuse.
Yep. It's the one time you get the write-off. Like, hey, I can't see.
Like, come on, work with me here.
Yes. I like this Duncan character. What are your thoughts as a sidekick? Because he's really just there as a bit of a sidekick.
Yeah, no, I believe me, I have no issues with Duncan.
Yeah.
Not at all. Not even close.
I thought, generally speaking, the makeup looked looked good throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, I felt bad. I mean, I really felt bad for the guy.
Nice old guy.
Yeah, very.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Loyal, right? That's all you can hope for.
That's all you can hope for.
Robin's an honorable man.
Seemingly.
He takes the ring from the guy in the prison who says...
Say his name.
Give this...
It's Peter.
Peter comes and says, here, get this to Marion.
They're brother and sister, Peter and Marion, just so you know.
Gotcha. So what does Robin do when his father is dead and he figures out, I need something to do with my life? Goes to see Marion, fulfills the oath. I respect that.
I knew you would.
And... It's a nice. I like this scene overall. I like the introduction of Marion and her
I was gonna say doppelganger, but they do not look like.
Not quite. No.
I remember being fooled. I think
sure
the first time.
You?
Why wouldn't I be? I'm an idiot. Still am. I just happen to have seen the movie.
That's right. I thought it was really kind of. That's a clever scene, generally speaking. I thought his performance is really good in that. This is one of those, it's not really like hilarious, but the way it's played, I thought for laughs is really smart. And he gets to act a little, like perform, right? Like years have been kind to you, right? And exactly. Playing it up, and then obviously Marion attacking him from the side, and they get into a little tussle.
It's a good move.
I thought this was a pretty great scene, generally speaking. I thought it was like engaging in performances, and it was a great introduction of Marion, who unfortunately it does a disservice to her character throughout the rest of the movie, because as an introduction,
strong.
I'm thinking assertive, strong, deceptive when needed, clever, ahead of the game. They have a system in place, all this and that.
Good system.
And then what ends up happening is almost immediately once Robin shows up, she's either not on screen for a big chunk of it, or when she is on screen, she's really just the side, she doesn't have any weight, doesn't have a real character.
Side babe.
Yeah, it doesn't really have any merit, right, in some weird ways.
Well, watch The Abyss, because she gets back into a more...
Yeah, she's great in The Abyss.
Yeah, so that's, been a long time since I watched that, which does have a 4K upgrade, I believe.
Yeah, it's right there.
Okay, there it is, as he points to his galactic shelf. You're laughing as we get to another funny moment.
Yeah. Yes.
Azim, if I can call him that.
He wants you to.
Yeah, that's true. Has, what do you call those things?
Telescope.
Yeah, or like a single binocular, a one-eyed binocular.
Yes, that's the original name.
Yeah. Hands it to Robin, and Robin looks in it. Then he starts swinging his sword as if they're right in front of him.
Yeah.
And Azim pokes a little bit of fun at him because he's an idiot.
He's dumb, exactly.
I'm not sure what year it was invented, so maybe there's justification to be calling him an idiot.
My note is funny, but a tone problem. Like, I was like, does the movie have a tone problem now? And I don't think it does as the rest of the movie goes, but a couple of these jokes have come at times where I'm thinking, where's the drama? It's a challenge, because my memory is, I think if you had asked me, it would be a rollicking action movie with some romance thrown in, because I know that song so well.
Yes, of course.
And then
I think that would be fair for someone to say.
When I started to watch it, I would think drama and less action than I remembered. But then the humor I had no memory of. None of the jokes stuck out all these years later.
Yeah, you didn't get it.
So now I was like, okay, well, is the drama being undercut by this kind of mediocre comedy? So something like this, where we've watched people die, lose their hands, fight, kill, dad's dead.
Let's lighten the mood.
I guess, but it just feels tonally a little off.
Okay.
But I thought it was kind of funny still.
Okay, well, I'm glad it didn't take you all the way out. We got you right back in, because we are on the way to the forest.
That's right.
Right?
Yep. Sherwood Forest.
Sherwood Forest, for those who don't know the name.
Loved the Sherwood Forest playset.
Yeah, did you have it? You didn't have it, though.
I didn't have it, but I loved watching the commercial for it.
This
is great. And actually, in watching this movie, I'm thinking, this would make a great toy.
Yeah.
It's a great stage, a great set, sorry.
It's available on Amazon. Who knows?
Sure.
Everyone's afraid to go into this Sherwood Forest, but that's really their only option, because we got a wounded horse, a blind guy, and they're being chased.
Yep.
So they're going to go in.
They're going into the forest.
Going in deep.
And it's dangerous.
Is it?
And there's nothing more dangerous than Christian Slater.
Well, I mean, it was my birthday recently, as I mentioned, so I got to watch Star Trek 6 was my choice.
Nice.
Christian Slater in that.
Yeah, we talked about it. Available in the archives.
Yeah, it's a nice little treat.
Shows up in the West Wing as well, randomly, in season 3, I think.
Yep.
Who knows why?
Had him in Wind Talker, where he loses his head.
Yes, he
literally.
Does. Yeah, he does. That's a great
literally,
scene.
Yeah.
He sucks.
I like it.
I love
Broken Arrow.
Pump Up the Volume.
Okay.
Like, I fucking love Pump Up the Volume.
Okay.
I would love to see that movie again.
No one's stopping you.
But Pump Up the Volume is amazing. Okay. And he's great in it.
What year did that come out?
Probably the same, 94, 93, 4, somewhere in that region.
Yeah, he was...
He was a thing.
He's a thing.
He was a thing. He was in Mobster. He was in a movie called Untamed Heart, which the original working title of it was Baboon Heart. Would you go see a movie called Baboon Heart?
No. I mean, you can't get me in the theater.
That's
for
true.
You
can't even see something you want to see.
Yeah, so
that's fair. That's fair.
Nonetheless, he is the first guy I think we see.
Trips him.
Yeah, he does trip him.
Tells a tale, does a joke.
Oh yeah, I wrote down he can rhyme.
Yes, he falls in the river, and now watch him shiver.
Yeah, that's good.
Clever.
There you go. Now, and then we have Little John.
Yes,
and I assumed it was a penis thing.
Of course.
But I could
Because
be
you're a
wrong.
sicko.
I would only assume.
Yeah, this Sherwood Forest scene, again, I just remembered it being more. So he trips right away. And then he gets his ass kicked for the next 7 minutes.
3 minutes top.
And he wins basically one of these battles, if you can call it that.
Yeah, if it was a best of 3, he's not winning.
He's
I
not
don't know
winning.
what.
And all of a sudden,
don't
it's
know.
like, okay, well, you beat me once.
Yeah.
Little John loses one time.
Yeah, exactly. He has to get
And he's
back.
got to yield. He gives the thing back. He's now.
I just want your name.
Right? Like, I was like, this is not. And the action sequence, and again, it's 1991.
Yeah, come on.
I'll give a little bit of credit, but this is post Die Hard, post Predator.
I think again,
post
I think
Batman.
the budget mostly went to Bryan Adams. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Between Kevin and Bryan,
Yeah,
not a whole lot of bread left.
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I like the introduction of the sort of merry men, as it were. I just felt let down a little bit by that, and the joke of do you yield? Do you yield? And he's like, I can't swim, and it's like, well, now you can stand up because it's like 2 feet of like water. I think that
It's a weak. It's a
just
weak
like,
scene.
What are we doing? Is he?
What are we
is
doing
he
here?
Dumb?
Little John?
Yeah. Like, is he
Well,
that he's not?
I get the impression this group of people maybe didn't go to
Sure,
school.
not very smart, but at the same time, water. I mean, the ground. I just feel like you've got some sense of this.
You would think they wouldn't be maybe smart speaking wise,
Yes.
but they're resourceful because they're in a
Correct.
situation where you have to survive. So
I'm saying if I'm
things don't
standing
add up.
next to you and you're standing in the water next to me,
which we'll
and
do
it,
sometimes.
and
if
it
you like.
goes up to your knee, I think on the balance of probabilities, I could probably stand up in the water next to you and have the water go up to my knees.
When people are in water, the problem that occurs is they panic.
Yeah.
Little John is panicking.
Sure.
And I
You
think you
lose
should be a
all
little
sense.
more sensitive towards water panic. They're all buddies now.
Yes.
Oh, that's Will Scarlet. Don't mind him. You know?
Yeah. He's just your run-of-the-mill
Yeah.
pup,
Yeah.
whelp.
And I do want to back you up on the fact that Robin Hood, played by the great Kevin Costner, is a man of honor
Yeah.
and all those good things because they're sharing a beverage, I believe.
Mead.
Mead, is that what it is?
Yeah, it's beer, basically. but
Okay,
it's
okay,
mead.
okay. And they weren't including Morgan Freeman.
No,
Azim.
he's a Moor. He's
Yeah, they don't like him.
don't like him.
He's a savage.
He's a painted man, they
Yeah.
say.
Yeah. And then Robin's like, we're all savages.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's
So
take a
let's
minute. Aren't we
share.
all? When
Yeah.
you really think about it.
Yeah. But Azim is Muslim and he will not drink.
Mhm.
So that's they stay true to that. So that is a moment. So
Yeah, they got the East and they got the drinking part. So
Yeah,
casting
right,
Morgan
checks
Freeman
out.
as a Muslim, I
Yeah.
think they
perfect. Did all research here. Now I wouldn't say they're all buddy, but he's somewhat,
Well, Costner is definitely a buddy at this point.
Yeah, well, he is.
He
yeah,
wants
yeah.
him, and he's
any
not.
friend of his
That's
has
right.
got to be a friend of yours.
That's right. And nobody likes him later too, right? The friar has an issue with him. Nobody
Yeah.
wants him around.
Yeah.
Duncan doesn't want him around.
Can't even see him.
Can't even see him. Doesn't want
Come
him
on.
around.
What a dick.
Yeah. It's rough news.
Phil, how much you think you're worth, dead or alive,
Well, having just
in terms of gold?
a couple of silver pieces, I don't know if even worth a gold.
Well, Robin's worth 100 gold pieces.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not nothing.
It's not nothing. I don't know the conversion. I don't know what's worth what back then. Seems probably like a fair amount.
He
though.
seems less than impressed by that. He wants more.
Well,
He thinks he's worth more.
at least 150.
That's right. Around this time that he discovers this, he runs into old Sheriff of Nottingham
Yeah.
and gives him a nice little slice on the face.
Yeah. Kind of a little abrupt.
And we're getting to
Uncalled for, if you ask me.
who knows what.
Well, I guess he did kill his dad.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like,
that's
you
true.
know,
Did he prove it
it
though?
happens. There's obviously reason for
okay.
it. So he carves him out in his face. This scene, however, has my least favorite line. I know we like to play this game.
You do.
I do. You
Yeah.
don't participate. There's a moment where he slices his face. He goes to escape, and he talks. Nottingham is yelling to carve out his heart with a spoon.
Ew.
And then Costner looks down from his escape hatch and says, "Then it begins,"
Doesn't it though?
and runs away. And I just thought, what does that mean? Then it begins.
It begins.
What begins?
It begins the The
begins, the beguine.
The back and forth. There's going to be,
Yeah, I get it. It's fine. It's just it's a poorly written, poorly delivered line that sticks out to me like a sore thumb.
I don't like it either.
So I was like, then it begins. It just feels out of place. It doesn't fit to me.
I want to like it because you don't.
Sure, that's a good reason.
But I don't. I love it. But it does begin.
Yes. And what does begin?
Is this a montage?
It's time for the montage. One of my favorites.
And I think now we're getting sort of to the point of the movie where like, okay, my memory is coming back to why I like this. This is the scenes I remember. And you get excited about these types of scenes. And I don't know what the word is for it, but the memories of certain movies and certain scenes, this is in a category.
Okay.
And there's certain scenes that are in that.
Sure.
And it is montage related, I think.
It's easier to remember. There isn't a real good musical cue to this. I don't remember. Like, it didn't stick out to being. It's a good score all around. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But I think about something like the Rocky movies. Those montages have really rousing songs.
Heavy on the
This one, it doesn't stick out, but it is a great montage.
Absolutely. We get some weapon making on the side of the forest people.
Yep. A little bit like a Swiss Family Robinson, also available in the archives.
I've been thinking about that movie for the last 35 seconds, buddy. Do you remember the music in that? No, I don't. That's what
I do remember the excitement of prepping for the.
Oh, that's epic, and that movie is in that same category where forget about the rest of the movie, but that
one scene,
fantastic.
Yeah, they're training them all to kind of fight. They're doing different styles, different weapons.
They're not very good.
Well, they'll get there. They'll ragtag bunch. They're a ragtag bunch.
I'm not saying they're not going to get there. I'm saying at this point, they're not there.
They're not there. They barely started. Give them a break.
Again, you think they would be, they're survivalists.
Well, they already are doing the bow staff fighting on the river with Robin, and now somehow they're all dumb. I don't know.
How long have they been in this forest for? That's what I want to know.
You can't just do it.
All right.
Now, here's a thing that really sticks out from this, because it is the trailer moment. It's the commercial for the Burger King combo. It's the commercial for the toys. It's the CGI arrow, which in 1991
it's on the cover, isn't it?
That's later.
Okay,
but that CGI moment is iconic for this. I think it looks great.
It held up.
It looks a little bit painted, like whatever.
It's fine,
but it works. I think it's still a pretty cool moment.
All things considered, if you're not noticing it and you're not making excuses for it, like it's 91, I think it's a success.
It helps that it's small.
Yeah, that's what she said.
It helps you.
More or less, I feel like we have here in the next few scenes is a kind of a power struggle between the forest people, if I can call them that.
Sure.
And
the merry men.
Yeah, the merry men and the sheriff's men.
Yep. Sure.
Right?
And his cousin.
Yeah, so you hit us, we'll hit you back sort of thing. And that's really what we have for the next few scenes. And one of the biggest parts of that scene, physically as well, is Friar Tuck.
That's right. Coming on the heels of taking money from other, right, the Robin Hood robbing people and the friar situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, he's hard-headed.
Yeah.
Friar Tuck is. He just didn't want to...
And he's hungry.
A bit of a drinker.
Yeah.
I get the impression that he has a bit of a problem.
Sure.
Perhaps, that he is literally on the wagon.
Yeah.
I don't know which one, off the wagon or on the wagon, but he's definitely on the wagon.
Yes, on the wagon would be sober.
Yeah, so he's off the wagon,
he's
but
off
on
the wagon while driving the wagon.
But nonetheless, do you like him as a character?
No.
Okay.
I think as an actor, if you remember, he's in Office Space.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He's the hypnotist.
Okay.
He
I'm
is
pretending to remember
also in Whose Line Is It Anyway? TV guy. He's all over.
Oh my God!
Show,
yes, I watched that show religiously. The original, British version, if you recall, that had Styles and Mockery, of course, but the British host before Carey, and he appeared.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
good. I'm impressed.
Yeah,
that's TV, buddy.
Thought you might be.
That's TV.
But yeah, I think the character's just over the top. Silly, drunken guy. Again, tonally doesn't seem to fit.
I connected.
Yeah, not bad. Just like it just anything that was.
That's him. Is there characters I think was always known as that. I think.
I don't know that. I don't know.
Cartoons
I'm not familiar enough with the story. But
you're not, eh? No
the only other Robin Hood I may have ever watched is the Disney version. There probably wasn't a drunk version of the Friar in that.
Russell Crowe.
Never saw it.
Oh,
I have no interest in the Robin Hood myth, really. The Robin Hood story is not one that's been exciting to me.
Why we're on it, though, the Russell Crowe movie, which
Mhm.
you know from the video store, though, because it's on the wall.
Yes, absolutely.
In that time that we worked together. It's one of those movies that I want so badly to be good.
Yeah.
And I've watched it. I own it on 4K, and it's just not good.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to do it anytime soon because we're doing this. But I'm holding out hope that there is a good movie in there. But if you haven't seen it, don't.
Yeah, it's another one of those Ridley Scott movies that and Russell
was
Crowe
Ridley,
combination, and I had no interest in it.
Yeah.
And I'm not I'm not a huge Ridley Scott fan. Like I wouldn't see everything he does.
You would think that would be
But that should
translated
have
to a
been
good
enough,
movie.
but it's not.
It was not.
No, I didn't really have any interest in it at the time, and don't really have much right now.
6 at best.
That's your sweet spot.
Another character we went on record saying isn't very good and really should watch at 6
Yeah.
is the cousin.
Yeah.
Because he lost all that gold.
All of it. He's so dejected when he's talking to the sheriff of, we lost all the men, we lost all the horses, we lost all the like this guy is like the worst.
Botched.
And the good news is Rickman as the sheriff he's out. He's done. And stabs him in cold blood.
Cold blood.
And then says one of my favorite lines, at least it wasn't a spoon, which he had questioned him earlier. Why a spoon? Because it would hurt a lot. Now, generally speaking, Rickman we're going to get into a little bit more as we go. But
Yeah, we haven't done him justice yet.
no, so let's take a moment.
Please.
And he plays Hans Gruber with such, to me, sophistication.
Yeah, he's a very sophisticated terrorist.
And here, he is so over the top. Do you enjoy his performance in this movie? Not comparing it, I just mean in general.
Yeah, no. I mean, you have to compare, Phil. You got to
A
compare.
little bit of comparison.
You have to. I think he plays a bad guy really well, generally.
Sure.
I think I enjoyed him more as Hans Gruber, though,
Sure.
if I had to pick.
Bobby,
You
yeah.
didn't say I had to pick, but I'm going to pick.
Yeah.
He's just gross in this movie. He's a very gross
A
person.
little greasy.
Yeah, like, ugh.
I remember thinking, again, much like Michael Wincott in this movie, that the sheriff is the best. I thought Michael Wincott as Guy, his cousin, was like creepy and dangerous.
He's
and
creepy.
I watch it now and I'm like, this
Just
guy is
creepy.
like a nothing. And then I remember thinking Rickman is so good in this movie. Like my memories, like, just like the best.
Just also very just creepy.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. And then I'm watching it, I'm just thinking like his deliveries are so big. I was like,
He's
I
British.
don't know if I love this performance. I like it. It's good, but it's like it's to a degree that I was like, well, I just wasn't expecting so animated because right, like big face, big voice, big action, big moves. It's a much bigger performance than I thought it was.
Theater guy. He's a theater guy.
Sure. Yeah. I don't think it's
I'm not making
wrong.
excuses for
No,
him,
I don't
but-
think it's wrong. I'm surprised at
Yeah.
how different it is than what it was in my mind.
Yeah. Okay. He's exactly mostly how I remembered him.
Okay.
From, like
So
nothing.
you're not-
He's right on par, 100%.
Great.
So I don't know what's going on with you,
Different memories.
but what's going on with Robin is he's having a shower. I know
Yes.
you. I know you like a shower over a bath.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, Marion kindly asked him in a few scenes before,
Take a bath.
take a bath.
So he's doing her the favor.
But he's not. He's more of a shower. I guess it's a hybrid because he's in the water and water's coming from above. So
Yeah.
it's
You cut your losses. You get out the best of both worlds there. I remember I was a very avid watcher of Entertainment Tonight.
John Tesh, of course, Mary Hart.
And there was a segment all about Kevin Costner's butt in this movie.
Oh,
Like it was such news in the entertainment world that it was like,
vaguely remember.
watch
that.
out for this movie because it's got a chance to see his butt.
Lisa.
It's sicko.
Maybe John too. I don't know.
Anyway, and so that the scene when I watched it, I was like, I know for some reason I didn't remember the movie part. I remember the Entertainment Tonight part of it.
Well, what I know is John Tesh plays a lovely piano.
Yeah, very talented man.
Very
Hosts a
talented.
radio show too.
And at this point in the movie, we also have Marion, who's they're flirting a little bit. Things are developing a little bit, but this is the point where she calls him the Prince of Thieves,
Yes.
which is the name of the movie.
Yep.
And you have stated
Hate it.
in previous episodes that you don't always like it,
Most of the time, I don't.
and this is no different.
No, and I also kind of a note like, wow, Marion's back in the movie because it feels like
Yeah.
she's just disappeared for such a long time, and all that she's given to do, once again, is just be the love interest. She shows up at this great set, right? The forest. She's showing her around.
Beautiful set.
Gorgeous sunset. Like, everything looks amazing, but she's still just his girlfriend. And, like, there's no real...
I don't think they're dating at this point.
No, that's the thing. Like, she just has no real role here. Even when he says, I can't let you go, and she's like, I was blindfolded. Haha, I got one up. I don't really feel like she has any power or agency in the thing. And even when she tries to go away, he's like, here, Duncan, take her home.
I love that part. Give this man a purpose.
Sure, I like the idea of it.
That's what I'm talking about. That's Robin being a good man.
Stand out. I appreciate it. But at the same time, I think of your lack of appreciation of letting Critical Bill be a part of the job in the action.
And I can let that one go.
In Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead, available in the archives to catch you up, folks. And that, to me, if Duncan is saying, hey, give me purpose, put me in, coach, I don't know if, here, let's go, I'll put you in charge of protecting the princess or whatever here, the maid Marian, on her way back to the castle.
My love interest.
Is this the guy? Is this the right call?
He's not the right call.
Okay.
But let me tell you.
Be clear.
I want to say two things. First thing, I think it's really funny when Robin asks him what day it is. How the fuck does he know what day it is? He can't even see.
Yeah, it's Tuesday. Let me check the watch.
This guy's blind. And you're asking him what day it is. I think that's funny. That was at some point in the movie.
Yeah.
But he's just giving him the purpose. There's other people there to actually do it.
No.
I think there is.
No,
look again. Check the tape. Check the tape. There's two other guys I go with.
Sure. Yeah. Pieces.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Lloyd. Touche, though. At least Robin didn't have him perform the birth.
That's right. Duncan, help this woman out.
We have Little John's wife.
Yeah.
Her name is
Joanne.
Okay.
Joanne Little.
Sure. Mrs. Little. And there could be some complications. And it's 1192. We don't have the technology.
No. Luckily, we've got
Azim.
And
delivered a few horses.
He's taking care of business.
Yeah. Not too many people want him in charge of this little show
the
here.
friar wants nothing to do with him.
Of course not. But
I think...
she's hip. She's woke.
Yeah. She's
And in
a
pain.
modern lady.
Yeah.
And in pain, it doesn't matter who saves her life. Just somebody better do it.
That's actually kind of funny because she is sort of a modern lady if you see throughout the rest of the movie. Like, she kind of takes
she's
a
more
role than Little John.
Yeah, she's stronger in the movie than Maid Marian is. And granted,
Definitely.
Maid Marian isn't supposed to be. I think by comparison to the way she was introduced, it's a letdown. If she was this the whole way, then it wouldn't matter. She's the love interest. That's her station. That's fine. But she's introduced in such a cool, fun way that to abandon it feels like a waste.
Clearly upset about it, but we're going to have to work through it together. Marian's a very trusting woman, though, also. Let's touch on that briefly. And I think she has the right to be, because would you trust a priest
I mean,
in 1192?
Maybe 1192 actually makes more sense.
Or less.
Yeah, I think you didn't know the things that we know now in 1192.
Things, yeah. Anyway, she's trying to get a letter to her dad, I think, or uncle.
King Richard.
Yes. They're related. Cousin, actually. Cousins.
Yes, something like
sorry.
that.
I know.
Yes.
I know. I'm with it.
Yeah.
But the priest, he's dirty. He's dirty.
They wouldn't have anticipated.
No.
And then you don't know, but he rats her out.
Yeah, totally.
And he clubs the maid's clubs from
club.
behind.
Good clubbing.
Yeah. And we never see her again, basically.
No. But to Duncan's credit, jumps on that horse and finds his way back to the forest.
Yep.
Maybe you got to give a little more credit to the horse.
Sure, a little bit of credit there. And I will say that it did not a good service because he lured everybody back.
Did, but it does give us a pretty good action scene, which I know you're itching for.
This is the one action scene in the movie that I think is actually well staged and pretty effective.
Yeah, it's a lot of its action in this movie does come in the last chapter of the movie. This being sort of the beginning of it. So we have the attack on the forest, and we have arrows with fire.
Yeah.
Well described.
Yes. It's your bearer for detail. I think that this scene it's
hectic.
It's well shot. It's interesting. I thought it's entertaining and it's exciting. And there is a lot of flames, as you're saying. The rope, they're trying to save the baby. Kind of this very big. It's like the biggest sort of action scene that we've seen so far. And it ends with my favorite shot of the movie, where there's like the smoke and mist. They've won,
yeah,
and he kind of rises, and they see this like a real hero shot right behind. He's got
looks
the
like Mike
silhouette.
Myers to me coming up.
That's right. But I thought that was like a really beautifully well
And the music, I
staged,
think,
and again, music just hits on point. It's like my favorite 20 minutes of the movie.
All right, so this action sequence finishes strong, according to Phil, and I would happily agree with you. Let's give some more love to Slater's character, though. Will Scarlet.
Mm-hmm.
He's captured, but then released because he's a bit of a turncoat, which is not the term I used. The sheriff used it a little bit later in the movie, but we have a scene where we find out they're brother.
Yeah, I hate this.
I knew you would.
What I don't like about it, maybe what I enjoyed maybe when I was younger, because I didn't know, and I was like, oh my God. But he's insufferable from the minute we meet him, and he's so antagonistic to
The troublemaker.
Robin that I'm glad at some point Robin asks him, did I wrong you like in another life? Like, I don't know who the fuck you are.
He did in this life, actually.
And you're throwing such garbage my way. What is up?
Yeah, what's the dealio?
And he finally kind of admits that he's his brother. And it's a scene that I think falls really flat. I don't know where you're at with it, but
exactly what I remembered.
It wants it to be the music, the thing. It's like, I will be your brother. I will stand with you, like all this stuff. But it's I don't think it delivers personally.
It never did the first time I watched it. It still doesn't deliver, but it's not like terrible. But what I did notice this time watching it is I put the pieces together this time from a dialogue from the beginning of the movie about his father and his mom and the mistress. I never kind of clued in.
Because it didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
It was a throwaway line back then, right?
Yeah,
but I agree. Yeah.
But it kind of like, okay, now I understand how you could be the brothers. So like, okay. So that was a small victory, but to an overall lacklusting moment. Speaking of relationships and brothers and mothers and
relatives you didn't know you had.
Yes, that's a good show, by the way. We have another scene with the witch.
Yes.
She's popped up a couple times, but this is the
big
bigger
one.
Things are happening here.
Yeah, Rickman is really upset.
Yeah.
That she's been spying on him.
Yeah, which is weird.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then we somehow find out that she's his mother.
Yeah, I don't remember that the first
Me neither.
time I watched it, and I don't know. We're just coming off the whole brother thing.
Yeah, again, like why? That's a very good point.
I don't really see it as being necessary that they're related.
No, they could just be that relationship could live as it is.
It just makes his day worse.
Yeah. The only thing that it does, it delivers probably my favorite line in the movie.
Oh, here we go.
Which is when she says something to the effect of, you hate me, you are me. Because he's trying to dismiss her, like, you lied to me, you did this, whatever else.
This is a common thing.
I like the idea behind it. I just think it's just too late. It's handled poorly.
We're on a tack-on situation.
Yeah. I'm fine with this witch not being his mother and still wanting the throne, or like still wanting to be a part of it, or establish it earlier. It just falls really flat at this point of the movie.
I have a whole box of tacks at home. And let me tell you, I'm not doing it late in the day. If I'm doing any tacking, I'm doing it early on in the day. The good news, though, after all this fighting, I don't like fighting, Phil. I'm a peaceful man, but we have a wedding coming up.
It's true.
Yeah.
Nothing more celebratory, joyous.
Yeah.
What's best to do at a wedding, of course, is get ready for a fight.
Yeah,
absolutely. So you can watch everybody. They're sharpening their sticks and they're setting themselves up. They've got the hoods, the cloaks. Everyone's kind of gathering for this moment. They know the sheriff's going to be there and they'll be able to enact some revenge.
Yeah. This is the big scene.
This is the big scene.
The big
absolutely.
Scene. The big scene's bigger than the forest fight.
It's smaller in scope.
Smaller in scope, but bigger
in plot.
Yes.
It's the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So like the things have to culminate here, but I think I prefer the middle one.
Really?
The last one, yeah, far more. I don't think this is another one. I have a bigger problem with this in terms of geography and
checks out
where it all is and like how it all kind of gets played out. I found this one to be not jarring, just uninteresting.
I'm going to meet you halfway, Philip. I always thought this one, the one we're coming up on, was the bread and butter of this movie.
Okay.
This is big, but it's not as big as I remember it being.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's small in scope. That's in my view.
Yeah, I remember it being super cool. A lot of neat
the
stuff
arrow swing
happening.
I thought there would be more to it. It does have the cool shot of the arrow breaking the rope of the hanged kid.
We know Robin Hood as a man of precision.
Yes.
When he shoots it, it swings back and forth a couple of times, so it's just bullshit luck, really.
The rope does swings back and forth.
So when he makes his shot, he's basing it on there's the rope.
He's anticipating the.
That's how good
he
he
is. He's anticipating.
Moses smell the roses.
He's checking the wind.
Oh yeah. I could stand. Well, yeah, he's got his finger up, licked his
got
finger.
The finger in the up. You don't know.
I still like it. I still like it.
Sure.
Clear about that. It's really annoying though when something happens. Is like it irks you, but it has to happen, and that's Christian Slater's character.
Yeah.
And the kid.
Yeah, and trying to say like, no, it's fine, but the kid, rightfully so, he's got a bone to pick.
Absolutely.
He's got to pick that bone.
There to be picked, and he needs to pick it, has to pick it.
But it does cause some problems.
It does. Anticlimax, I guess.
Sure.
That's part of the movie formulation. You mentioned you didn't like the geography. I actually got the blueprints online for it. It all checks out. But how do you like all the pieces falling into play with Little John, his wife, Azim, Slater, all that? How
I
it's
like
all
the
coming
scene
together.
generally. I think that it has the scene, from the poster. It's got the hero shot again, the flaming rope trying to save Christian's head. So I like the scene overall. It's just not as
great explosion.
It's just not as impactful. It's got explosions. It's got a bunch of stuff. It's just not as impactful or as viscerally interesting as the earlier one. But this is perfectly fine. I like the energy of it. I like the way it plays out and the way everybody kind of has their spot. I like that they take the catapult over the...
And they get to use their one swear word, which I think you're the one that told me. You're allowed one.
For a PG rating.
You remember what he says?
You tell me.
Well, I don't like. You're the one that swears on the show.
Yeah, but
have you noticed?
I want you to do it a little more often. Get on board. Get your head in the game.
All right. Well, he says
you're allowed one, David.
I think he says, "Fuck me." He cleared it.
Yep. That's the one. That's
and actually, I know that he probably did not get nominated for an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor, Christian Slater, in this movie.
Probably not.
But that he did deliver that line. Pretty cool.
He's not like the worst actor. He's just not a guy that really does much for me. Like he's just sort of there. He's like his fame exceeds his talent.
That's a very good way of putting it, Philip. And then we have the square off between the two men of cloth.
Yes. Now, what are your thoughts on the friar murdering somebody in the church?
As
a holy man yourself.
Yes, very holy. I remember the line he says when he pushes him out the window, and it wasn't as good as I remember.
No, I thought it was even better.
Yeah. I mean, the greater good. He doesn't know he's gonna die.
Sure.
It could be like some hay at the bottom of.
Well, it gives him lots of weight.
He does
for the water. So
he's well weighted.
Well weighted, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think we know that the Friar Tuck his.
He's tenuous.
Yeah.
He's got a little tenuous relationship with the holy. Yeah. I am more interested in Azim's confrontation with the witch.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna.
They both have had this premonition. They both know they're
on the different ends of the spectrum.
True.
One would say.
Yep. And I get the impression when I'm first watching it, the first time I watched it, I should say, that they kind of killed each other. One stabs, but they don't.
No,
he
they
lives.
don't. No, he's fine.
She not so much.
Not so much. He's flourishing.
Yeah.
As we speak. He went on to have a long, long career after this
Yes,
movie.
That's right. He did okay. She never heard from him again.
Yeah, no, this movie, there's no way that they would have killed that character.
No.
It's not in the cards.
It's too late in the movie, too. But I feel like he could have. It would have made sense, legitimately. Here is, I would say, probably my biggest complaint of the movie.
And you've had a lot.
Yes.
Actually, you haven't had a lot.
For
a movie we both claim to really like when we were young, there's probably been a couple more complaints than we maybe would have.
Totally. I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt, but at the end of the day, it's less than what I kind of hoped and wanted it to be.
Die Hard 3 situation.
And this, I would say, is one of the movie's kind of fatal flaws.
Ooh, this is interesting.
I find.
What did I miss?
I find that the culmination of the sheriff and Robin story and the fight sequence that kind of happens by it to be kind of terrible and uninteresting.
Their final duel.
Undynamic. It's like watching going back to your reference, Star Wars, Kenobi and Darth fight one another. It has to happen. There's portent in there and it's important to the story, but it's not interesting.
That is not an interesting fight. A fan made it interesting, though. I don't know if you've seen it.
I have not.
It's impressive.
Okay.
But you're right. The original.
Yeah, and I'm not a person that needs the thing like what happened later, which is that obnoxious and silly CGI Yoda just flipping around like
Flipping
a
and
fool,
flopping.
pure CG, like no physics at all.
He's embarrassing himself.
It's ridiculous. So like I'm not looking for that.
No, I know.
But this
well
wasn't-
choreographed is what you're looking for.
Yeah, or just a little bit more energy to it. But it feels like these two
They're tired.
are doing.
It's been a long day.
It's like heavy sword work. So you're
They're heavy.
It's not like a.
Those lightsabers are pretty light.
Yeah,
That's why they're called light.
That's
saber.
right. So anyway, I just thought this whole sequence, he's trying to get married, hurry up, pronounce this man and wife, this and that. I just feel
Trying to be funny a little bit again.
totally. I think it rushes the like. I just thought if this movie is culminating and leading up to this battle between these two people, which the movie has basically been doing, the battle between the two, I felt was really a letdown. Did you have anything similar? Were you like? Am I crazy? What are your thoughts on this?
Well, you are, but it is not amazing, the scene itself. The final sort of sword that Marion had given him, I get it. It makes sense.
Sure.
That's a movie choice.
Sure.
But it's not an amazing action duel scene, much like the Ben Kenobi, Darth Vader. I don't mind the part where he nicks him.
Of course.
Then says we're even.
Yes.
Those aren't even. That scars across your face. That's a little just on the chin.
Keep the stitches close, he says. Like,
yeah.
This won't even need a stitch.
Exactly. So that's a little underwhelming. And the line after, now we're even. No, you're not. But
now it begins. Again, bad lines.
It's not great. It's not great.
It's just not energetic.
It never was
exciting.
It never was.
I think it probably maybe have been to a 12-year-old me, but it was not exciting when watching it. And the point of an action sequence to me is to get the heart rate up, to get exciting.
The best has gone by at this point for me, and I think I knew that kind of going into it.
Okay,
maybe not from the time I watched it when I was 12,
sure,
but when I watched it when I was 24 or something.
Yeah. So again, not a bad moment. It just was like a letdown, and then we kind of hard cut. Now I will say Rickman dies brilliantly. He dies great in both of these movies, in Die Hard and in this one. He's got great death scenes. Watching him stumble, he's all kind of slobbery.
Theater.
Brilliant guy. Brilliant work. And then we kind of have a hard cut to another wedding, the proper wedding.
For all we know, they could have been divorced 2 years later. You know it is in 1192.
That's true.
Divorce rate was 80%.
And we get the big surprise. And I remember vividly watching this movie with my family on one weekend. And I was, again, 12 years old. I had known faces and names, again, family movie people.
Mm-hmm.
But when Sean Connery rolls up as King Richard,
first erection,
audibly,
you're 12. You're 12. Just saying.
Audibly, my mother and my dad both were like, awesome, because they were big fans.
Well,
whatever.
That's their era.
So really. The idea that Bond or
James Bond,
Connery shows up as King Richard, I remember like they were both like, that's great casting.
I wonder how much they paid him for that.
Probably a lot.
Remember that. That's why
he's at that point. He's an Oscar winner.
Yeah, between him and Bryan Adams, that explains the set.
Yep. And then the friar kind of breaks the fourth wall and talks to the screen.
Yeah, interesting choice.
Have fun or whatever. Like what?
Yeah, we've done close-ups, like camera close-ups of characters, but not breaking the fourth wall, just as a stylistic choice. But they're not talking to the camera, and this one he is. But
it's fine. Doesn't take me out. It's just really that's your choice to end the movie.
I would probably just shut it off before that. This is not a breaking of the fourth wall situation.
I don't think so. It's like putting bloopers at the end of this movie. It's like, what about this movie tells you that
I would prefer that. I'm a sucker for bloopers.
You are a sucker for bloopers. So yeah, it ultimately that I think it's because of that is why I had such a not a great taste in my mouth at the end of the movie, because it culminates in the sort of what I would consider a lackluster battle between good and evil, the good guy and the bad guy, and this joke kind of fourth wall breaking thing that I was just like, I don't know. I don't think I watched this movie a couple times this week, and I was like, I don't think I'll really watch this again. Like there wasn't enough to really pull me back into it. I think even a 4K restoration or some special edition wouldn't necessarily get me excited about it.
4K might do more harm than good.
Could do,
you know?
Yeah, Duncan's eyes might not look quite so pretty, but to hear that score in a full blown, 6 or 7-1 or 9-2.
Yeah, 11-2, buddy. Come on, respect yourself. So if there was a 4K copy available for like one of your 3 for $40 deals, which I do want to say I said was worse deal than Wellington. It was actually a better deal than Wellington. They were typically 15 or 16 bucks a piece, so this would have been a little bit cheaper. But would you pick it up?
If it were really cheap, maybe. But I don't think so. I don't think I would watch it again.
What's your threshold?
I would buy the soundtrack.
Put a price on it, buddy.
I would buy the soundtrack.
Get on Spotify. I want you to put a price on it.
No more than $15.
Okay.
No more than 15, including shipping.
Good to know. I do want to address something before we tie up this episode.
Okay.
With my final thoughts, which is more important. Is Robin Hood is arguably the hero, and I like that.
Steals from the rich, gives to the poor. What's not heroic about that?
He's a thief. So last week, Shelley, the Machine Levine, kind of was the hero because he was also a thief. So I think,
I think all thieves are good now because this one thief is a hero.
I don't know. I just think it paves the way for Shelley
Levine.
Prince
of thieves, though.
Well,
Shelley is just a thief. He's not the prince. He hasn't evolved.
He is not.
Yeah, I love Shelley the Machine. You're right. He is the hero of that story. That's beautiful.
He's something.
It's a great take.
That's my major takeaway from this movie.
Yeah.
But besides that, Philip, it's a long movie too, right? So
yeah,
it takes a lot time to get to the scenes that I'm really interested in, but I still relatively enjoy the movie. But I think after watching it these 2 times, I won't be rushing back to it anytime soon. I ironically could not find the copy that I did have.
Oh.
Garage sale.
Of course, yeah.
I watched it a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
Rented it on YouTube. Needed to note it, so I had to re-rent it off of YouTube. So I paid about $10 for this movie.
That's your threshold to see it?
Yeah, that's my threshold. So I will not pay to watch it again. That's what I will say.
Okay.
I can still watch it tomorrow. The window's still open. I think you get 48 hours.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I think there's things about it that still hold up, things that don't. The soundtrack is still fantastic, and it's a great memory of Bryan Adams singing that beautiful song.
Yes, yeah, you're right. It is a good memory, and it'll have to stay that way because I think I'm done with it.
Fair enough.
Thanks, folks, for listening. We do appreciate it. As always, follow us on your podcatcher of choice. Rate us 5 stars if you can. Like the podcast, subscribe so you never miss an episode.
Good
idea. And most importantly, find your merry men and share the podcast with them.
Blind or not.
Just as long as they're not deaf.